yesterday we did the experiment for the activity 6.6, 6.7 and 6.8. So in the activity 6.6, can you tell me when magnesium reacts with oxygen it produce magnesium oxide. Yes, last enough. When we magnesium oxide, it is of which color? Yes, white color. So when we add water into magnesium oxide, what will it form? Magnesium hydroxide, and it is acidic or basic in nature, and it will turn the red litmus to blue. So and in the activity 6.7, there is reaction between there is reaction between copper sulfate and iron. And what is the name of new substance that is formed? Iron sulfate and copper is deposited on that. Yes. And in the next is activity 6.8. In the activity vinegar and baking soda
Carbon
produce
carbon dioxide and other substances.
and other substances are formed. And then it will give the taste and so next is the carbon dioxide. It will there are bubbles and it will also produce thick sound. Okay, and the next now on the coming on the page number 62. Please open page number 62. So in this, so in that setup, we will take a test tube and we will put a cork on it. Okay, and in the second test tube, we will take the lime water. Okay, lime water, and it is delivery tube. Okay, in this first test tube there is baking soda and vinegar. It will produce
Carbon dioxide and
will go
bubbles.
through this delivery tube and it will go to the second test tube. In this there is vinegar plus baking soda. Okay, and when the carbon dioxide it will go through this, it will pass through this delivery tube and it will come into the second test tube which contains the lime water. So when we pass carbon dioxide from the lime water, it will form milkiness. Okay, and the product, that new product is formed, that is calcium carbonate. When the lime water reacts with the carbon dioxide CO2, it forms
Calcium carbonate.
calcium carbonate.
Plus water.
Yes, calcium
Carbonate.
carbonate
Water.
plus water. So in this also there is milkiness is produced, and that milkiness is produced, that means it will turn into white curd. Okay, so it will produce milkiness. So it is the standard test for the carbon dioxide. Clear? Irreversible. We can't get the same product of the initial products again. Okay. Therefore, it is a chemical change and we can't reverse it. And the next is, please read the next paragraph.
When carbon dioxide is passes through lime water, calcium carbonate is formed, which makes lime water milky. The turning of lime water into milk
Please sit down. So please underline the reaction also. You have to just learn the word equation that is given. So it is a standard test for carbon dioxide. Here, that whenever we pass the carbon dioxide from the lime water, it will produce milkiness. Okay, calcium carbonate and water is released. And in the, now we all know that when we breathe out, we produce the carbon dioxide gas. Okay, and in the activities up to from the 6.6 to 6.8, we observe that what we conclude from the activities that we did yesterday. That means a new substances are formed in every of the in the 6.6, 6.7 and 6.8 activity. Clear? In the first activity, magnesium oxide, magnesium hydroxide is formed, and the next iron sulfate and copper is formed, and here the calcium carbonate also is formed. Okay, so these are the new substances are formed. Now we will come to the chemical change. What is chemical change? Chemical change. A change in which new substances are formed. Yes, new substances are formed. Here and these, it is also called as chemical reaction. It is irreversible. Yes, chemical reaction, and the chemical change is irreversible. We can't obtain the same product that is initially present. Okay, and it is irreversible. Okay, एक बार reaction होगी, new product form हो गया, so then we can't reverse it. In the activity 6.6, 6.7, 6.8, we can't reverse the changes. Okay. Now in the next is uh, underline the definition of chemical change on the page number 62. A change in which one or more new substances are formed is called a chemical change. A chemical change is also called a chemical reaction. Clear? So these chemical changes, these chemical reactions are really very important in our life. Okay. So these, what are the importance of these chemical changes? That it helps in the, yes, in the metal extraction. We also use these chemical reaction. Okay, for obtaining iron from iron ore, there are so many reactions that takes place. Okay, then we are able to get the iron. Okay, so in the metal extraction, iron from iron ore. Yes, there are chemical reactions that are, क्योंकि आयरन इज नॉट, आयरन ऐसा नहीं है कि पूरा जो है ऐसे ब्लॉक पड़ा हुआ है आयरन का. नो, that iron is present in the ore. So from that ore we have to separate, we have to obtain iron. Okay, and is the next is in the medicines. Medicines are the chemical substances, and these are formed by the chemical reaction. Clear that these are not available naturally. Clear, so we have to make them in the chemistry lab. Okay, so these medicines are also made due to the chemical reactions. A number of chemical reactions takes place, then a medicine is formed. Clear? आपने ingredients भी देखे होंगे जो उसके उसमें होते हैं. पूरी composition, the composition of the medicine is written on its back side. Yes, so how many chemicals are used in that are written. So that are used to, so there are reactions that are taking place to form a particular medicine. Okay, so chemical reactions are also used in manufacturing the medicines, in making the medicines. Clear? And the next is the third one, that it is useful to make many types of materials. Many materials. Okay, for example, plastics and
detergent.
detergent, soaps, even a paint. These paints are also made by the chemical reactions, okay, that are taking place.